Although now I feel like that is my sexiest because I'm just in my pure, raw, natural state, and it's like, take me as I am. Good morning, everybody. Allie here. Welcome to my channel, Olives and Orgasms, where I sit, I chill, I talk about sex, I talk about my relationship, I talk about a few things that we're all kind of curious about, just sparking some conversation about what everybody kind of wants to know. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I am still in my pajamas. Just woke up not that long ago, but I'm feeling super inspired this morning for my topic, which is morning sex. I wanted to do an episode about it this morning because I just had some. I don't know what you guys think about morning sex. Do you like it? Do you not? Are you often too sleepy and tired to do it in the morning? Do you feel a bit more shy to do it in the morning because maybe like your breath smells, or it's like light out so you don't want your partner to see your body and what it looks like? You don't feel as sexy. For whatever reason, you know, you smell, you got like crust on your face from drool. Like, do you guys perform better or worse in the morning? Like, whatever the reason may be, what do you guys think about morning sex? And believe it or not, I used to hate it. I just was never really that into it. First of all, if you've seen one of my other videos about sleepovers, I hated sleepovers. I did not like to do them. I'm still iffy about them when it comes to having a girl over. But when I was single and, you know, dating men and so on, never slept at their house. And when they would come to mine, I would make it clear that they would have to leave at some point and to not get too comfortable because I love to sleep alone. I don't like to sleep with somebody. I need optimal sleep conditions, and I just like having my space and my bed and my nighttime routine. It's like my solo time. It's therapy. It's wonderful. And, you know, waking up with a person the next day, like I got shit to do. I have my morning routine, and like depending on the person that was there, like maybe not necessarily wanted to spend like an entire day with, like, you know, just stuff like that. I just didn't enjoy it. And then I met Gab, and you know, at first I would not do a sleepover. I would get up at 3 a.m., put my jeans on and head home. And so I never got to really experience morning sex that much. And I mean, I wasn't that motivated to do it either. You know, I just wanted to do the deed at night, and that's it. Like, wasn't really interested in morning sex. And also, you know, because it's like, oh, you're tired in the morning. It's like, it's a lot of work. I'm not always feeling super sexy in the morning. Like, I would think of those things too, and I'm like, just like totally not worth it. But it has changed for me now that I found my current partner, Gab, who has changed my perception and the way that I think and the way that I do things. And I'm really, really grateful for it. Because now, like, morning sex is just, it's just a given. That is like the time that we have sex. We rarely have sex at night. Sometimes we have sex in the afternoons. When I say sex, I don't necessarily only mean like penetration. It could be oral sex, it could be play, it could be whatever you want to label as sex. Mornings is when we like to do it. And I've gotten really accustomed to it, and I love it. So, the 4 reasons why I love to have sex in the morning. The first reason is you are just ready to go. First of all, you're already in bed. You don't have to travel to get to the bed, which is great. And you're waking up from a night of sleep. You're feeling rested most of the time. You have no outside distractors at that point. You haven't left the bedroom. So there is nothing and nobody that you will hear feedback from, or things or problems or this or that will kind of affect your mood and your day and your libido. So, you know, you're feeling rested, you're ready to go. And, you know, they say the morning is the best time for sex because everything is just kind of leveled. You've had this rest, you've fasted, your hormone levels, your body, everything has kind of rebalanced itself throughout the night. For men, anyways, like your libido, or at least Gab's, is the strongest in the morning. I mean, like morning wood. We all know what that is. So it's working fine. The second reason is that we feel more connected and I feel more vulnerable. I feel more intimate. It's way more intimate to have sex in the morning. It's bright. You appreciate your body and your partner's body in the morning because you see everything, you know? So there's like no hiding. There's no like little sexy lingerie unless like you sleep with super sexy lingerie. Like we either sleep naked or like I wear a little PJ like this. You see everything, you know? And sometimes you've got like crust in your eyes and sometimes you've got like drool crust here and your hair is like super messy and like you haven't brushed your teeth yet and you're not feeling your sexiest. Although now I feel like that is my sexiest because I'm just in my pure, raw, natural state and it's like, take me as I am. And Gab does just that because I do that with him too. I love his body. I love the way he smells in the morning. I love his little frizzy hairs. I enjoy waking up next to him. I enjoy seeing his morning wood. And, you know, it's just, I feel closer to him and it's just a special moment. It's much more special and different than just kind of like falling into bed at night. And number 3 is endorphins. We all love what endorphins do for our body, right? Instant mood booster, heightened brain power, like all that stuff. Man, it's like my morning cardio. And I love working out. And I love cardio. So having sex in the morning just gets my day going. Gab usually passes out after and goes for like a second siesta. But after we have sex, or I orgasm and he comes or whatever, even sometimes I don't orgasm and he just comes, that's totally fine. I'm feeling like, okay, now I can get my day started. He goes back to bed, I get up, I go for my run or I start my day. I'm feeling like awake, alive, rested, and I just feel good, you know? I'm starting the day in a good mood. I just had a really nice session with my partner. It was intimate, we connected, my body's feeling good, I'm feeling alive, I'm feeling great. So probably number 3, endorphins, mood boosting, brain power, that kind of stuff is the most important to me. That's why I'm doing this video right now because this morning I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go do a video and I'm gonna talk about this. Because I'm also trying to get in the habit of filming some content every single day. Even if I'm not gonna post it, it's just a matter of habit and kind of sitting in front of the camera and practicing dialogue and practicing talking and yada, yada, yada. But that's aside from what this video is about this morning. So the last reason is the natural glow. So you know when you work out, and I know this happens to me, you get that glow, you sweat, those endorphins are pumping, your cheeks get a little bit flushed and you get some color into your face. So that's what it does and I love it. I go take a shower after, I apply my morning skincare routine, a little caffeine solution under the eyes, my SPF moisturizer, and I just feel great. So those are the 4 reasons why I love to have morning sex. My perception of morning sex has completely changed and it's a way that I love to start my day. And just so you know, it's not like we wake up horny every single morning, like ready to go like rabbits, but we work proactively together. Once we're slowly waking up, you know, we're cuddling, we're touching. I see that he's a bit hard, you know, start playing with him a little bit. We're kissing, we're smelling, we're laughing. You know, just being cute, cuddly, intimate, great, and we kind of work together to get to a point of arousal. Again, it's not like it comes naturally and we're like horn dogs and we wake up and we go at it right away. No, like we work proactively to get to that point because when we wake up, it's not that we're not in the mood in a negative sense, like, oh, I don't feel like having sex. I'm not feeling great. My body isn't aroused yet. You know, I'm like, okay, you know, I want to have sex. I could have sex. This could happen. And like, let's try to make it happen and let's see what happens kind of thing. So, you know, we start touching and caressing and laughing. Slowly the buildup comes and it happens. Sometimes it's one-sided too. For example, sometimes I don't necessarily feel like going through the actions to make myself come. So usually I like to sit on Gab and I come that way or with his mouth. And sometimes I'm just tired, you know, and it's like, An orgasm is wonderful, but it's a lot of work. And I'm just like, I'm just kind of lazy. But that doesn't stop me from giving my partner arousal because, it's much easier for Gab to come than it is for me. And it gives me pleasure to do that for him. Sometimes I'll do this thing in the morning. It's called a sleepy blowjob. And, while we're waking up like little bears, he's still like half asleep. I'll start playing with him and I'll go down on him and we won't even talk. Like he won't even open his eyes. And, then he comes and he's feeling great and he's super grateful. And, my body is warm by this point, not warm enough to the point where like, okay, I want my orgasm now. I'm just like, I'm very satisfied with this. I gave him pleasure. I feel good. I'm going to go start my day while he takes his little siesta. So sometimes that happens too. Sometimes we masturbate next to each other. Sometimes we have full-on penetration intercourse. Like it really varies, which brings me to my next point of, you don't always have to have like penetration, fully orgasmic sex in the morning. It can look like anything, like intimacy looks like anything, right? It can just be cuddling, it can be touching, it can be caressing, it can be kissing, just like fondling each other's genitals, like whatever floats your boat and makes you feel good to start your day, your beautiful morning day. Just try it, go for it. If you're not used to doing it, maybe switch things up a little bit and, practice. It's practice, 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 especially if you're changing habits after weeks or months or years that you've been with someone. It takes a lot of work. And again, proactivity, working together to try and make these things happen. If you're interested in morning sex, I'd love to know what your comments are and what your thoughts are about it. Like I said, mine have definitely changed. So that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. It is sunny and beautiful in Montreal. It's a beautiful fall day. And now I'm going to press stop and I'm going to start my day. So if you guys like my content, please like, subscribe, whatever, do all that stuff. I really appreciate your time in watching my videos and engaging with me and the community. To all my lovers and my haters, moi, je vous aime. Bonne journée. Ciao.